Johannesburg CBD.
Baba, you are not from South Africa.
Phakaphakathi ngena. Hey, ngena phakathi wena man.
Dear South Africans in Nigeria, South Africans that have got spaza shops in Nigeria, South Africans that have got shops and businesses in Nigeria, South Africans that are in Nigeria selling pure water, South Africans that are in Nigeria selling crayfish, South Africans that are in Nigeria selling drugs. Guys, the 30th of this month, please make sure that you have come home, because Nigerians are saying that they want to fix their country, and you guys are unable to do that because you're there committing illegalities and committing crimes. So just giving you guys a warning: if you don't pack and come home before the 30th of July, if they now, you have to now flee Nigeria and leave your crayfish properties there. Our government will not do anything about it. Wait. I had to compose myself, but I'm saying you better come home. Nigerians have given you until the 30th of July.
Maradisono bewe. What Àrrèst bewe. Vapio.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm saying good morning because this video will be shared to you in the morning. I think it'll be shared on a Wednesday morning. I'm recording on a Tuesday afternoon, and I'll share it in the morning. The thing is, if you're following me, and I was involved in the CMT industry with the clothing factory owners of CMT cut, make and trim. Basically, these guys make up garments for the chain stores, etc. And my whole fight with them for a while, writing for about 3 to 4 months, writing to the premier and all other authorities to tell them, guys, if you blanketly remove the foreigners, whether they're illegal or illegal, the foreigners form the heart and soul of the CMT industry, and the industry will collapse. No one paid any attention to it because, to me, this is very political, and it doesn't matter what happens, they'll deal with the aftermath. But there is an aftermath. What we were warning about is coming to pass. The industry is collapsing. Companies are closing. And the reason is that the foreigners were the machinists, and we cannot replace them. So when I was giving the argument, loads of people on social media, mostly African people, were saying to me, but there are machinists, plenty machinists. Let me tell you categorically, for the past 2 weeks or so, leading up to the 30th. If we need to fill a position of 2,000 to 3,000 machinists, we can't even get 20 to 30. And how do we know this? Because we've been conducting this exercise now for the past 2 to 3 months. And in fact, MK Labour Desk were at the forefront 3 months back, trying to close down companies, trying to replace these workers with locals. They themselves are feeling miserably. So you can come at me if you want. If you're going to say there are machinists out there, send them to us. Companies have closed because they have no machinists. If you don't have a machinist, the company can't run. Accordingly, locals have lost their jobs. As an organization, we have about 10,000 or 10,000 employees from all our companies. If 40% of them were foreigners, 4,000. That leaves 6,000 South Africans without a job. That's the reality. And don't talk about the supply chain of other companies and all of that. That's the reality. So while some industries may have gotten jobs here and there, people have gotten jobs, I can't speak for those. I can tell you from the CMT industry, from only the companies under us as an association, the Itiquini Clothing and Leather Association, I would think 5,000 to 6,000, probably more, locals have lost their jobs, have lost their income. They've lost because the company cannot operate. So let me revert to the machinists. They don't exist. A lot of people told us South Africans, the machinists are there, they work there. MK Labour Desk is failing miserably. ANC Youth League, we challenged them to bring the machinists. My son personally, as a youth leader, put out an advert to train. So, and even if we try to get some locals in to get training programs in place, it's going to take 6 months plus to train. In the meantime, the industry suffers. In the meantime, the unemployment has gone up. In this industry, people are unemployed, have lost their jobs. This removal of the foreign hasn't gained. It's made us lose. And I'll say it clearly, I'm not saying I'm for foreigners or want the foreigners to stay. I was trying to highlight that in this particular industry, the removal of the foreigners was going to have a devastating effect. And it is devastating. Companies have closed. Those that are running on rims, they're going to close. Because if you can't make production, you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your expenses, you're going to close. But we are warning the Minister of Home Affairs, warning the Premier, trying to say, guys, come here and please pay attention to this problem. Nobody wanted to listen. It's a very, very sad state of affairs. Not that the foreigners have left, essentially. Not sad in that sense. It's sad in the sense that they've left, we have actually contributed to the unemployment rate in this country. This industry in particular. So if you're going to come at me with anything, you're going to say, firstly, there are no machinists. And here's what's going to happen. That job of a machinist is now turning up to be what is known as a rare skill, which means it doesn't exist in South Africa, which means it needs to be imported. And that's where government needs to start paying attention, because the exercise in place we cannot find machinists. That's a rare skill.